The piece of music that Mark and Garrett played, if you get a chance, you should go grab their sheet music, because by sheet music I mean it's just words on a page with a key that they're playing, and I don't understand how you did what you did. But the poem is from John Coltrane's A Love Supreme. This album, this record of Coltrane's, it's a masterpiece. You should listen to it if you haven't. It stands as kind of one of the most important musical achievements in jazz music or otherwise. Coltrane, in the record, in his liner notes that were included, he recounts kind of the genesis of this album, about his battling with addiction and depression, substance abuse, but then how God saved him. So the record is kind of intended as this humble offering back to God, a way for Coltrane to say, and the only way that Coltrane knew how to say it, thank you, God. Now, what happens in the record is Coltrane's working out this prayer with his instrument. He takes the motif of a love supreme and he repeats it over and over again in this riff. And then he and his band, they begin to state this theme in every key possible in the song. At some point, Coltrane, in the first movement, begins to chant the line, a love supreme, a love supreme. It's the first time that you've ever heard his voice on a record. And this is what he chooses to say. He sings the same 4 notes played by his bassist. After chanting it 16 times, the band shifts down from F minor to E flat minor, and the chanting slowly fades away. What Coltrane and his band are doing is voicing their experience in every way possible in all 12 keys, because for Coltrane, with everything he had been through, with everything he had seen and felt, there was nowhere where God's love did not exist, where God's love could not be found, have the last word, because it was all in all. It was everything. The liner notes of the poem, which we have some of on the exits if you leave, it reads like this. Thank you, God. Peace. There is no other. God is. It is so beautiful. Thank you, God. God is all. Help us to resolve our fears and weaknesses. Thank you, God. He will remake us. He always has and he always will. It is true. Blessed be his name. Thank you, God. Then he writes, God breathes through us so completely, so gently that we hardly feel it, yet it is our everything. One person commenting on the album, he said, I'm agnostic, and yet John Coltrane's masterpiece, A Love Supreme, has almost made me see God. God's Spirit does not always come all thunder and terror and rushing wind. Sometimes the Spirit is more gentle than that.